What's good, family? What's good? It's your boy Urban Sports Guru. First of all, let me apologize. Working out the new kinks with this new phone, and uploaded a video where the sound wasn't working. That's all on me, 100% on me. So I want to hit y'all back and give you my picks for Week 9 of this NFL season. First of all, we got the Broncos at the Falcons. Broncos at the Falcons. I'm taking the Falcons. I'm taking the Falcons. Why? Because this is going to be the time that the Falcons start fucking up spreads. They are definitely going to start fucking up spreads. They have too much offensive firepower. Drew Lock played good in that comeback last week. And I just like the Falcons to win a close game. Now we got the Seahawks at Buffalo. I am taking the Seahawks. Why? I just think the Seahawks have too much offensive firepower. And as I spoke about, I'll speak about again. This kid DK Metcalf, every time I see him, I get pissed the fuck off. Why? This kid is a fucking freak of nature. And those are our loyal followers. You know that I was screaming for the Giants to pick this guy. And they fuck Dave Gettleman did not. And now this dude already is in his second season. Is he being compared to Megatron? Just think about it. Wouldn't he be the replacement for Odell that our offense desperately needs? Yes, we have Darius Slayton, but how good would it look to have Darius Slayton on one side, this dude on the other side, Shep and Ingram on the inside, with a healthy Saquon? I'm just saying. How good would that look? I think that would look damn good. Buffalo is a good team, but defensively, they collectively are not as good as all the individual talented players they got on their defense. And this is the second half of the season where my prediction is a lot of teams defensively is going to start getting better. Because very handful of teams are playing good defense. Just a handful. Really, that's it. Offenses have been ahead of the defenses because defenses haven't had the practice time, and they just really didn't even know what the offenses was going to bring. Had no clue, no understanding. Now they have a better understanding. I anticipate a team like Buffalo in the next couple of weeks, you're going to start seeing them playing better defense. I don't think it's going to start this week with all the firepower that Seattle has. So I'm taking Seattle. Next we have Bears and the Titans. I want to take the Bears. Y'all know how much I like the Bears. I genuinely like the Bears. I like Nick Foles. But he's not taking care of the football. You're going to have someone throw interceptions. You might as well have Mitchell Trubisky in. But I don't think they should take him out and put Trubisky back in. So I think Foles still gives them the best opportunity to win. It's just that simple. I think you give the ball back to Trubisky, you're mailing in the season. And as much as I feel good for DK Metcalf because he had a great young receiver, getting to play with a great quarterback, which often does not happen. We look at Odell, his best years with an old Eli. And now he's with Baker. Unfortunately, he's hurt. His best years with an old Eli. And the whole point was to get him away from Eli. How's that working for him? But anyway, another thing that's really sad to see is when you see such a great defense get wasted away with poor quarterback play. I mean, the team that I loved during the Ray Lewis years was the Baltimore Ravens. And yeah, they won in 2000 and won in 2012. They had some great defensive teams in between. Some great defensive years that got wasted away with the Kyle Bollers of the world. Completely wasted away. Completely wasted. And this is what I think unfortunately is going to happen with this Bears team. Sad to say. Next we got the Ravens against the Colts. Now, Lamar Jackson does not look good in big games. He is not. And it's funny, I just brought up how the Ravens have been wasted away great defensive years with bad quarterback play. Now, I don't want to lump Lamar into that because I think he's more talented. But the evidence is there. And if he keeps losing games like this, he's really going to stick with that trademark. I don't think it's so much just Lamar. I think it's the fact that, I'm going to say it, he's a system quarterback. And that system, as I told y'all, I thought was people were going to catch up to it. Now you're playing against a team like the Colts. One thing I like about their defense, they're one of the few teams that are playing great defense, is that they're very disciplined. Extremely disciplined in gaps, maintaining gaps, setting the edge, etc. And that's what you need, because when you play against Lamar on that Ravens offense, it's assignment football. You know, if your job is to take on the back and not go after Lamar, you take on the back. Because why? Going after Lamar looks tempting at that moment, and you're trusting the guy behind you. He's going to do that. And everybody's doing their job, and this is why they're a great defense. And I think the team that turns over the ball least is who's going to win. And we all know Phillip Rivers like to give the ball away sometimes. But they had a bye, then had a great game last week. I'm rolling with the Colts. Next, we have the Panthers against the Chiefs. That is my lock for the week, ladies and gentlemen. Panthers-Chiefs is my lock for the week. And I say that because, God damn it, you got Patrick Mahomes against that Panthers secondary. They might cover 20 points. Enough said. Giants at Washington. Now, my Giants are playing great in the sense where they're challenging everyone. They are making every game close, but Daniel Jones has to protect the football. It's very simple. Daniel Jones doesn't throw those two stupid interceptions, even if he doesn't complete that throw that he missed on the interception on the other side to Darius Slayton. They beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a team that might represent, more than likely, I think, is going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Just let that sink in. That's how tough they are playing right now. And they wouldn't have just beat them. They would have smoked them. They would have smoked them without those turnovers. Let that sink in. Just let that sink in. And I'm taking them over the Washington football team because Washington, I look at them, they don't really have anything to hang their hat on. They have a great front four, in my opinion. Chase Young is a problem. But outside of that, they have nothing really that they can hang their hat on, particularly in the offensive end. You know, when you have something, you're like, okay, we're a great running team, we're going to do this, or we're a great deep ball team, we're a great this. Like, they don't have anything particularly that they're going to hang their hat on. Other than the fact that their front four, if they could stop the run and put air quotes on that, nothing that they could really hang their hat on. Because of that, I'm taking my Giants. Next, we have the Texans at the Jaguars. Both teams are 1-6, and guess how Texans got their one win? Beating the Jaguars. As long as you got Deshaun Watson, you always be able to beat the Jaguars. It's just sad that Deshaun Watson's stuck in a sucky team. Hopefully the new GM hires a new coach that is competent. You know, Eric Bieniemy, hint, hint. And they start building around Deshaun Watson the way they're supposed to. That's one. Secondly, I predicted the Jaguars would be a 1-15 football team, and guess what? They looked good early, but their prediction's looking good. If anything, they might beat me up on one game, be 2-14. Everybody talking about the Jets getting Trevor Lawrence. Looks like the Jaguars. Just saying. Raiders at the Chargers. I'm taking the Raiders because for some reason the Chargers will find a way to fuck this game up. And the crazy thing when I'm watching the Chargers do this, when I looked at all the money they spent defensively, this is a team I told you at the beginning of the season can go 5-11 or 11-5. It's all about the quarterback play. Because they loaded themselves up on the defensive end. They had a whole bunch of targets. They revamped the offensive line. It was all about the quarterback play. But what has failed them this year? It hasn't been the quarterback play. Because this kid has come in and is balled. What has failed them is the defense. Somebody got to explain that one to me. The defense is what has failed them. And the defense will fail them again, and the Raiders will find a way to win. I'm taking the Raiders. Steelers at Cowboys. Seeing the Cowboys lose make me happy. Oh, happy day. And this will be another happy day. Now, the talk has been, should the Cowboys tank to try to get Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields? If the Cowboys are smart, and I'm going to put this energy out there, because honestly, I don't want to see them do this, because this would be the smart move. You know, their left tackle has been one of the best left tackles in the game for quite some time, but he's been hurt these last couple of years. His guaranteed money has to be done by now. They can move on. They could draft that left tackle out of Oregon. Now, you get him on the left side. Got Connor Williams, another former first-round pick. Still got Zach Martin, one of the best guards in football. And you get La'el Collins back next year. Healthy. You can easily, within one move, go back to one of having one of the best offensive lines in football. Let that sink in. Pay Dak. And you could have actually your Cowboy expectations of getting a Super Bowl again. Just putting that out there. That's what a smart Cowboy franchise would do. A smart one. But these are the Cowboys. Fuck them. Go ahead, get rid of Dak and go after a quarterback. Yeah, do that. That's what I want to see. Dolphins at Arizona. I'm taking the Cardinals. But Brian Flores, I think, is a smart coach. And I think what he'd be smart to do is not only watch his young kid, David Tua. What I think it would be smart doing is pay attention to what the Cardinals are doing with Kyler Murray. Because I hear people saying things about how Tua is so small. Kyler Murray is a lot smaller. And he's getting it done. Take a page out of their book and start doing some of that same shit with Tua. Tua has the same skill set. Same strong arm. Same accuracy. The one thing difference between the two, Kyler Murray makes sure he doesn't get hit. I think Kyler Murray's faster. I mean, he's amazingly quick. I think Kyler Murray's faster, but one thing, he makes sure he doesn't get hit. That's something I think Tua needs to start paying attention to. Getting rid of the football, get your ass on the ground. Fuck that. Get your ass on the ground. You don't get paid to get thrown on the ground. You get paid to make passes. Just saying. Next, we have the Saints at the Bucs. I am taking the Bucs because I just don't think the Saints have the offensive firepower. Yes, you're getting Michael Thomas back, but I think Jared Cook is an underutilized piece for them. I mean, you force feeding Alvin Kamara. You're padding his stats. But Cook has been underutilized these couple of years here in New Orleans. I don't remember if Emmanuel Sanders is going to be back, but I just think that. Yeah, the Saints are going under the radar right now, which is a good thing, because normally this is the time of the year that they're soaring and everybody's picking them for the Super Bowl. Then in the year they fail off and then they get smoked in the playoffs. So the trajectory is moving a little bit differently. But when I just look at how there's another team, I think defensively, second half of the season, this is when you see the Saints team be such great defense against the run. And then you throw these exotic blitzes and Cameron Jordan is just a monster. That's how that thing normally works out. However, I just think the Bucs are too much. They have so much offensive firepower, and you're bringing in Antonio Brown, and you're bringing in, and most particularly, I love the way their offensive line is playing. Their offensive line is playing. Offensive line as a unit, the offensive line is balling, giving Tom Brady the time he needs, and I think that's going to make the difference. I'm taking the Bucs. Last but not least, we have Patriots against Jets. Now, one thing Cam Newton's going to have to realize that as a rite of passage, you're going to be the Patriot quarterback. Certain things that come with being a Patriot quarterback. Beating the shit out of the Jets, no matter how good or bad they are, is one of them. And he's going to take care of that today. That should be another one of my locks. I don't care how bad the Patriots are. They still will beat the shit, especially this sorry-ass Jet team. They will beat the shit out of the Jets today. Cam Newton will officially become a Patriot by beating the shit out of the Jets. And that's my fix. Make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, see me in the comments. I apologize for the previous video, but it's me. I'm sorry. It's your boy Urban Sports Guru. I'm out. Salute.